Yo, what up, YouTube? So, yeah, we're right at 352 miles on the old odometer. So, I thought I'd do another update here on how the Vitilan V3 is riding. Got two of them. My wife's is over here. She doesn't have the back pack on hers, but we ride together and put our wine in here with our wine glasses. And boy, this thing, just a quick update on here. Um, it looks like a cooler. I don't know if it says in the description that it's a cooler, but that thing keeps the wine cold. I left the wine overnight in here with no ice, and it was cold the next morning. So pretty cool. Love to ride this thing at night. Did a nice night ride last night, about a 7 mile little expedition, and that light is great. It's positioned right. It'll take you a minute to get this centered up here on the street. But once you get it centered up, it's evenly spread out through the, it's a nice spread over the road, but you got to work on that a little bit. As far as cleaning, I wanted to touch on this. I hate this thing. I might actually cut this nipple off here on this battery protector because I think it's going to go on there a lot easier. I just never can get it in there, and I'm always paranoid I'm going to get water splashing up there on a ride. I might cut that off. But anyway, I just cleaned it up. I cleaned hers up too, and here how I clean it is I'll take a hose and I'll just spray off like half the tire. I roll it forward, do the other half. And it seems to work out pretty good. I try not to get to wash the whole thing. Just really those tires are the things that seems to get dirty. You can hit this back here with a nice, just get a cloth back there, trying to stay away from electricals. After I wash it, I always throw my WD-40. I know, people probably say chain lube and things like this. I cleaned this off too, the derailleur, sprayed a little bit of WD-40 on those. I went over and looked at a used bike before I bought this, and the one thing that drove me nuts is he had let this sprocket get rusted. Man, it ain't cool if your sprocket's rusted, and it looked like crap. So try to maintain it. I put a little WD-40 down in here when I spray it or when I clean it, and seems to be doing fine. I do wait after I wash it before I turn this on. I wipe it dry in a lot of places, but there's still some water here and there. But I wait just to be safe, and I don't want to short anything out if it gets something got wet or water did sneak into one of these lines or something like that. So just wait, give it about a half an hour after you wash it. In this hot sun here we got in the southeast right now, or in this hot weather, it dries pretty quickly. Next thing I wanted to talk about is these tires. I'm on this chat on Facebook, and it just drives me nuts when people, and again, teach his own. Everybody's saying you got to put that flat out, or the green slime in these tires, or you're going to get a flat. I get flats, and I don't know why I get a flat. I got two flats, and I don't know why. Well, again, I talked to an experienced mountain biker, and he said there's two reasons you get a flat. You get a freaking thorn in it or a nail or something, one, or you get a pinch flat because you don't keep your air pressure up. So these are calling between 25 and 30 pounds of pressure. Keep it in there, folks. I check them every week. They barely move. But I jack those things up to 30, so it can, it goes down a little bit through the week. I'm still going to be in that 25 range. Don't want a pinch flat. So knock on wood, no pinch flats, no flats yet. I'm refusing to do the slime and refusing the flat out or whatever it's called. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'm going to just let you know, though, I'm more urban. I'm not off-road much. I do take it on grass quite a bit. I'll go through some grass things. We've got a grass path around one of our ponds here in the neighborhood. So, but that's about the extent of my off-road. I'm not in thorns. If you're in thorns and stuff like that, yeah. If you think you're going to get a puncture, yeah, absolutely. Got to watch the stuff in the bike lanes, glass or anything. Some of that stuff gets pushed over from the actual lanes. But I'm loving it. Do I think I'm going to still be able to get 35, 40 miles on a PAS if I'm doing the PAS, keeping it at 1 or 2? I do. I think you could. I don't do that though. I ride this thing like a freaking moped Vespa. I mean, I'm full throttle all the time. Not all the time. I mean, I do try to get a little bit of workout here and there, but and you can get a workout too. We've got a hill right outside we got to get up before we get out of the neighborhood, and I put it in 2, and actually the hill's steep enough that I'm feeling like I'm burning legs a little bit, and it feels good. So you can get as much exercise on these as you want. If you're thinking, oh, I don't want to buy one because I can't get exercise. Oh yeah, you can. It's 60 pounds and dead straight. You know, put that thing in 1 or 0 on the power assist and save some battery and let it go. This works great. I hear some people putting on a larger, I think this front one, changing it out to a larger sprocket so they don't have so much ghost pedaling. That's one thing that I think I might consider doing, because I don't like it when I get in 2, or 3. I mean, once you hit that, 15, 14, 15 miles an hour, you're ghost pedaling. I mean, this derailleur does not keep up with you. So you're not generating any power or saving any, helping. I say if there's no resistance, I don't care if you're pedaling, you're not helping your battery out at all if you don't feel resistance. So, and people say, well, I did power assist too, and then, well, were you ghost pedaling in power assist too? That's why your battery ran out. So anyway, that's my take on that. I like that idea of changing that out. Mentioning the brakes, we had a squeaking problem, mainly on my wife's. We sent off right away that her brakes were squeaking, and customer service pretty good. Of course, they're in China, so they take some time to get back to you, and it's kind of hard sometimes to understand them, what they're talking about. But they did help us and gave us 2 or 3 things that we can do, and you can find it on the chat if you get on the Facebook page of these guys, of this Vitilan. You get a lot of good information, But the squeak went away. And I'd read that it just takes some time when it's brand new for those pads to seat. These are the wire ones. They're not the hydraulic brakes, which is what I like that. I don't want hydraulic brakes, just another thing that breaks. I know that's probably not good to say, but people enjoy those U7s and whatnot. I'm glad for them. But my friends had a little bit issues with it, but he's getting them worked out on the hydraulic brakes, given an error in the, So, but the V3 here with the wire brake, love it. Did they seat? Yes, the pads have seated nicely, and no more squeak. So if you get a squeak, don't, I know it's embarrassing, especially if you're pulling up in, in neighborhood up to a stop sign, there's people around, you start squeaking. Give it a little time, folks. Give it another 25, 30 miles. And I think you're going to be happy with that squeak just disappearing on its own without having to get in here and try to adjust wires and all that stuff. Now, if you're getting a sound, a clunking sound as you're going, that means that it's not seated properly. And again, customer service will send you a nice video or let me know you need it, and I'll take care of you too. I've got it somewhere. But that's it. Hey, if you like it, definitely still 750 watt versus 500, one of those electric things with the ugly spoked rims. Sorry if you got one of those. Don't do that. Buy this bike. It looks so much nicer. And it's holding up pretty good. I'm pretty happy. My wife doesn't have 350 miles on her. I outride her like crazy. But I love taking it out. Just 15, 20-minute greenway or neighborhood little jaunts. It's fantastic. So I'll put it in the description again. Click it. Buy it. You'll love it. And I'll keep posting these. Next one's probably going to be around 500 miles. But just absolutely love the Vitilan V3. Later, YouTube.